Nothing happened. China just asked one question. So it's reply. Okay, Archit, China, Ayushi, and Abru. Okay, fine. See, today we are going to discuss river problem. So, see, this is the river, and suppose river is also flowing. There may be a case like where does not flow. That is called still river. So suppose the river is flowing with some speed, some velocity, v are equal to u, right? And you also want to swim. So in this river, you suppose if you swim in the direction of the flow, like this, v, right? So what would be your net velocity? So if you swim in the direction of flow, and second case maybe if you swim in opposite direction of flow. So there are two terms, downstream and upstream. Downstream means in the direction of flow, in the direction of the river flow. And this is in opposite direction of the river flow. So river is flowing in this direction, suppose you, and you are also flowing in this, you are also swimming in this direction with some velocity v. See, this v, it may create some problem. You'll think that this v is with respect to ground or with respect to river. So in question, they might be like directly mentioning that v is the velocity of swimmer or any object or boat or any man with respect to river. They might say that. Or they can also simply mention that v is the velocity of man in still water. Velocity of man in still water means that velocity of man with respect to water. So velocity of object in still water, it simply means that velocity of man or object with respect to river. You just have to remember this keyword. Right. So velocity of suppose man with respect to river is velocity of man minus velocity of river. So this is the velocity of man with respect to river, and this is the velocity of man with respect to ground. So if you find the velocity of man with respect to ground, so you can see that velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. Now, if you go in the direction of flow, so that is called downstream. So in downstream, like you'll both will go in river. Man will swim in the direction of flow. So here, if you find velocity of man with respect to ground, it means that velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. In this direction, if I suppose consider plus x and plus y. So this will be vi plus ui. So in downstream direction, both your speed will increase because of the flow of the river. But in upstream, the river is flowing in this direction and you are going in this direction. It means that velocity of man will be velocity of man with respect to river plus velocity of river. So man is going in opposite direction. So this is vi and this is ui. So it may be like u minus v or v minus u. That depends like whether man has higher velocity or river. So accordingly, if the river has higher velocity, river will just drag the man to its flow. And if man has higher velocity, man will somehow manage to swim in the river in opposite direction. Right? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, note it down. अब बोलो, तुम्हें ये तो आता होगा, पहले से फिजिक्स में पढ़ा होगा,
हाँ पढ़ा पढ़ा।
क्वेश्चन भी किया होगा। अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है, अभी आएंगे हम अभी क्वेश्चन करने के। Noted, everyone?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now, let's take one simple example. Suppose this is the river. There are 2 points here, point A and point B. The river is flowing in this direction with speed u. And the velocity of man with respect to river is given as v towards right. Man is also, I mean, just v, not right, not left. One man starts swimming from here to here, B, and then from B to A. Again, he will come back. I have to find time taken by man. Find time taken by man in this round trip. And this distance separation between A and B is L. Now see, so total time taken would be how much? Time for time when this man will come from A to B, and again when this man will go from B to A. So coming A to B is downstream in the direction of flow of the river, and going from B to A is upstream. So downstream, velocity in downstream, that is velocity of man plus velocity of river, and velocity in upstream will be velocity of man. Of course, velocity of man needs to be higher than velocity of river. Otherwise, how can he will come back from B to A minus u? So time taken would be L upon V plus u and plus L upon V minus u. This is the time taken by man in round trip. Understood? Done, guys? So it was like, till now we have discussed a river problem in one dimension. Now I'll talk about the river problem in two dimensions. See, this is the river. And suppose anyone start moving from this point A, and this man or boat, anything, wants to cross the river. Wants to cross the river. Suppose this river is still, like this river does not flow. So if suppose this man wants to, if this man wants to cross this river perpendicular to the bank, so this man can directly start from here and reach here. No problem in that. He can directly come. But in case suppose river is also flowing, in that case, you can imagine that if this man will start moving from here in this direction, river will also drag him towards the right, with his flow. So this man cannot land here. He will go somewhere here. He will come somewhere here, right? So we just have to discuss, a different scenario. So one by one, I will discuss. So let me first define two terms. One term is angle made with downstream. And the second thing is angle made with upstream. Suppose any man wants to uh, start swimming from here at some angle. And in question it is mentioned that that man will start swimming at angle theta with downstream. So this man will start like this with some angle theta with downstream. So this is downstream. Na? It means that man starts swimming at angle theta with downstream. इसका मतलब ये है. But in case question में ऐसा बोल दे कि man wants to swim at an angle phi with upstream. It means that ये हमारा upstream होगा. So this man will start swimming at this angle phi with upstream. Man starts swimming at angle theta with upstream. तो ये इसका मतलब हुआ कि angle made with downstream and angle made with upstream. अब ब्रो अभी 5-10 मिनट रुक जाओ. आई गिव यू फैंटास्टिक क्वेश्चन. अब ब्रो आई सेंट यू वन क्वेश्चन. डिड यू सॉल्व दैट?
हाँ सर, पर आंसर नहीं आ रहा.
देखो नहीं हुआ ना. ठीक है, अपन विल डिस्कस समडे. डन. बाल को चाइना हो गया. चाइना समझ में आ गया.
Sir? Yes, sir. Got it.
समझ में आ गया.
Yeah, yeah. Sir, no, your voice broke, so I didn't hear. Understood.
अच्छा.
Sir.
You understood हिंदी?
Yeah, sir.
ओके फाइन. ओके, सबका हो गया. चलो देखो, अब बात करते हैं कि इन रिवर सपोज someone starts traveling from here, and this is the opposite side of the river. This is the opposite side of the river. Suppose someone starts at this angle with some velocity v. So this v is always given with respect to river. It is not with respect to ground. Why so? See, the river is also flowing with some speed u. Now, if river is not flowing, then in that case you can say that whatever velocity is this, like we can consider this as with respect to ground as well. But in this case, if this man starts in this direction, do you think that this man will go in this direction only and reach over here? No. Why? Because river will also drag it. River will also drag it. So see, so eventually man will go in some other direction. See, if you know the triangle law of vector addition, then you can understand this. See, this is the direction of v, that is velocity of man with respect to river, and this is the direction of river. Now, this would be the resultant. If you add this would be the resultant velocity, isn't it? Right. I'll also like to tell you, I'll also break this into component, then I'll also make you understand. But first, you try to understand vector area. So this would be the resultant velocity. So this man will go somewhere here in this direction. Come over here. So how do you add how do you do vector addition? So v plus u. V plus u. This is the resultant vector, velocity vector. And this will go at some different angle, phi. So the resultant vector is v plus u. Now, suppose if I break this into component. Okay. You guys noted? I mean, there is nothing to note in this. I just like to try to make you understand vectoriality. So noted, na? Legally, na? Okay. Now, let me break this into component. Now you know that this man started swimming with some velocity v at angle theta with downstream. So this will have two components, v cos theta and v sin theta. See, there is no so river is flowing in horizontal direction only. River is flowing in horizontal direction only. So this will be added up to the horizontal component of the man. So now you can see that horizontal component has become more than it was initially, right? So now you can think that the resultant will definitely shift towards this, because this amount is bigger now. So this is the resultant. So at this angle, this will come. Understood? Now, suppose I want to find the time taken. Suppose the width of the river is g. So first thing you have to find is time taken by man to cross the river. Just give me a second. Now you can see that time taken by man to cross the river. So to cross the river, so see, we have two component of velocity, v sin theta and v cos theta plus c. This is the horizontal component. This is the vertical component. Now you can see that which component is responsible to cross the river? Vertical component. Vertical component of the velocity is responsible to cross the river. So how much time it will take? T is distance upon velocity. You don't have to remember any formula. Just understand the logic. And because of this, you can see that it was supposed to come over here, but it has come over here. So distance from the point opposite to the point where it started swimming is the point के ठीक opposite point से यहाँ से where it landed on the other bank, this complete distance is called as drift. There is term drift, and this drift can be written as, so which component is responsible for drift? This horizontal component. So this v cos theta plus u into time. Time take how much time? Time, the amount of time that it has taken to cross the river, in that time only how much drift it can have. So in this time, so this is the time, that is d upon v sin theta. This is the amount of drift it will have in crossing the river.
Sir, can you please repeat the formula for drift?
What? क्या?
Sir, drift की explanation of this paper.
ड्रिफ्ट मतलब हो गया, सी देखो, तुमने रिवर के यहाँ पे you started swimming from here just opposite to this point. This is B. So distance from this point to the point where it will reach to the other bank. This complete distance is called as drift. Got it? Now, next point is minimum time to cross the river. So you have this time. So this much time it will take to cross the river. For t to be minimum, you know that d is constant, v is constant, sin theta has to be 1. Because no, for time to be minimum, denominator has to be maximum. So for sin theta must be 1, so theta must be 90 degrees. So this is the minimum time that this man will take to cross the river. So you can see here. So just to cross the river in minimum time, this man has always tried to swim at 90 degree to the flow of the river. You can see that this theta is 90 degree. This theta has to be 90 degree. So you can understand one thing. See, this is the river. This man has started from here, suppose. He started at some 90 degree angle. But river is also flowing. So this man will try to go up, and this river will drag him to the right. So this man will come over here. Again, here also this man will try to go at 90 degree to the flow of the river. Again, this man will drag the river will drag him to the right. Man will come over here. So this river will keep him dragging to the right, but this man will keep trying to swim at 90 degree to the flow, then only in minimum time this man can cross the river, right? इंसान जो बंदा है अगर वो रिवर को मिनिमम टाइम में क्रॉस करेगा तो it is not necessary that this man will start from here and will reach from here. No, he will always try to swim at 90 degree to the flow of the river. रिवर तो उसको ड्रैग करेगा ही ना, रिवर तो ड्रैग करते ही रहेगा, बट फिर भी बंदा 90 डिग्री पे ही अपना हाथ में चलाते रहेगा, एंड दैट्स हाउ ही कैन क्रॉस द रिवर इन मिनिमम टाइम. अंडरस्टूड? एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड? किसी कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. बात समझ में आ रही है ना तुम लोग को? ओके, नाउ तो ये हो गया कि हाउ मच टाइम इट विल टेक टू क्रॉस द रिवर एंड व्हाट शुड बी द मिनिमम टाइम. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट देखते हैं. देखो ये ड्रिफ्ट जो हो रहा है ना, दिस इज द ड्रिफ्ट. व्हाट शुड बी द मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट? मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट क्या होना चाहिए वो देख लेते हैं. तो कंडीशन फॉर minimum drift. I am not telling you to remember the formula. I am just telling you to understand the mechanism. मैन के वेलोसिटी को जो कंपोनेंट में ब्रेक कर दो, रिवर का देख लो और एनालाइज कर दो, सीधी सी बात है. अब क्योंकि बुक में ये सब चीजें लिखी होती है, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम ड्राइविंग इट ऑन. मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट, लेट्स से ड्रिफ्ट को मैं बोल देता हूं x. सो ड्रिफ्ट इज x. दिस इज v cos थीटा प्लस u. बस याद करना है कि ड्रिफ्ट क्या होता है, ये सब वर्ड याद होना चाहिए, फॉर्मूला नहीं चाहिए. देखो, फॉर दिस x has to be minimum. We know that this x is function of theta. So for this x has to be minimum, we have to first differentiate this x with respect to theta. Differentiate now. This is d upon v of v cot theta plus u cosec theta. Now we know that constant will come out, v will come out, cot theta. What is the differentiation of cot theta? That is minus cosec square theta. So minus cosec square theta. And what is the differentiation of cosec theta? That is minus cosec theta into cot theta. And now we'll equate it to 0. First we'll differentiate it, then we'll equate it to 0. So we take minus out. So this will become minus d upon v. We also take cosec theta out. So this is v cosec theta plus u cot theta. That is equal to 0.
सर ये डायग्राम से और भी इजी होता ना समझने को, ये वाला पॉइंट डायग्राम से और भी इजी होता ना.
क्यों, कैसे?
अगर हम लोग एक रिवर बनाए और वेलोसिटी को थीटा एंगल पे पकड़े विद रिस्पेक्ट टू अपस्ट्रीम, तो वेलोसिटी का जो हॉरिजॉन्टल कंपोनेंट है वो रिवर के वेलोसिटी को कैंसिल कर देगा.
बेटा वो 0 ड्रिफ्ट के लिए होता है, मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट के लिए नहीं होता है.
तो मिनिमम तो 0 ही हो सकता है.
किसने बोला ये बात?
हो सकता है ना
मैं बोल
मिनिमल।
रहा हूँ कि मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट कितना होगा, जीरो नहीं होगा, जीरो थोड़ी ना होगा। मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट कितना होगा, मिनिमम ड्रिफ्ट होने के लिए क्या कंडीशन होना चाहिए, ये बोल रहा हूँ मैं तुम्हें।
ओके,
तो यहाँ पे तुम इसको इक्वेट करो जीरो से, तो ये सब जीरो होने वाला है नहीं। तो ये जीरो होगा, तो v अपॉन साइन थीटा
So you
प्लस,
can take sin theta common also. 1 by sin theta.
हाँ, that is, see, sin theta is not going to be zero
No, so you
because,
can take it common
हाँ
in
हाँ,
it. So
yes
v
yes, so v plus u cos theta equal to zero, so cos theta equal to minus v upon u. That is how we can calculate theta from here. So I'm not here to tell you, like, how to find, how to, like, what is the formula. I'm just telling you the way. So theta can be cos inverse of minus v by u. So this can be written as pi minus cos inverse of v by u. That is how you can find at this value of theta, you can have minimum drift. So that is how we can find. Formula, no one has to remember any formula. Just understand the mechanism. Zero drift is different, minimum drift is different. I'll tell you the case of zero drift as well, don't worry. Just last part of the theory is left. After that, we'll do good question. Fantastic question. सबने नोट कर लिया? अर्चित,
Yes, sir.
चलो. Case of zero drift. Let's talk about that. Zero drift. See, we understand that this is the river. Zero drift means man will start from here and he will directly reach to the opposite point. This is the zero drift. But suppose this river is also flowing with some velocity. So if the river does not flow, you can directly come along this AB and you can simply come. So you can say that this is the case of zero drift. But when the river flows, you cannot come along AB because the river will drag you to the right. So to have a zero drift, you have to start like this, at some angle with the upstream. You have to start at some angle with the upstream. This V is the velocity of man respect to river. And if you start in this direction, then the river will also pull you towards the right. And then instead of landing somewhere here, you can land here because of the river flow. So this man will have two components of the velocity, V cos theta and V sin theta. Now, you want to go from A to B for zero drift. There should not be any drift. So you want to move along AB only. So the net result, resultant velocity must be along AB only. Resultant velocity must be along AB only. Line AB only, you should have resultant velocity. If you have resultant velocity in some other direction, you will go in that direction. Suppose if V cos theta is greater than U, so the net velocity will be in left direction. So this man will come over here, somewhere here. But if this river velocity is more than this component V cos theta, so the resultant velocity will be U minus V cos theta towards the right. So this man will come over here, somewhere here. So to reach directly from A to B, resultant velocity should be along AB only. So horizontal component of velocity must cancel each other. So for zero drift, V cos theta must be U. So if you start at this angle, you can have zero drift. Do not remember the formula, just understand the concept. Understand that?
Sir, shouldn't it also involve the y component u sine theta? Shouldn't
No, V sin theta,
v
y
sine theta
component of man or river?
of man.
Of man or
Of
river?
man. So we
Man.
only wrote v cos theta equals u. Shouldn't it be resultant of v cos theta v sine theta?
No, the same thing only, because see, how do we balance? Horizontal component to horizontal component, vertical component to vertical component.
Oh, okay.
So you have to break any vector into two components. Now we can see that this horizontal component must balance this. Then only this man will have net velocity along AB. Then only it can go directly from A to B.
Okay, got it, sir.
So this was it. I mean, the theoretical part of the river problem. Now we'll do some questions so that we can have better understanding. See, starting from here. Try this. I'll give you few minutes. क्या हुआ बाल को? हवा निकल गई पहले
Sir,
क्वेश्चन में ही?
sir, first A part 4 kilometer per hour.
नो, अब ब्रो व्हाट हैपेंड?
लैंग्वेज थोड़ा ये है इसका क्वेश्चन का।
Okay, see, let me solve this.
Sir,
See,
is it
it says
8 kilometer per hour? Okay, thanks.
your answer is 8.
Yes, sir.
The velocity of boat in, I guess so. I guess so. But how did you try?
Sir, I just did 20 cos 37 minus 8, sir. That's
Okay, fine. Let me tell you the correct way.
okay.
See, a motor boat with its engine on in a running river means the river also flows. So river also has some velocity and blown over by a horizontal wind means wind is also blowing. Now, see, the river also flows. So river will also contribute some velocity to the velocity of boat and the wind is also blowing. So wind will also have some contribution in velocity of boat, right? Na? है ना? तो तुम क्या करो? You just do one thing. Suppose VB is the velocity of boat with respect to ground. VW, that is velocity of wind with respect to ground, and velocity of river. VR, that is the velocity of the river with respect to ground. Now here you can see that a motor boat with its engine on in a running river and blown over by a horizontal wind is observed to travel at 20 km per hour in a direction 53 east of north. It means that north to east. See, this is your east, west, north, south. So angle will be made from north to east. So this is how we read it. North to east. Last se aage. So this angle will be 53 degree. North se east ke taraf. At this angle, this is like no. In this case, like when air is also flowing, river is also flowing, and boat is also having engine on. So in this case, the resultant velocity will be this, right? So if I write velocity in vector form, velocity of boat plus velocity of wind plus velocity of river, that can be given as 20 cos or 20. So this is 20. So it will have two components, 20 sine 53 degree, 20 sine 53i, and plus 20
Sir,
cos 53j, right?
so if you take it as reverse, sir, sine and cos. Ah, okay.
No,
This,
no, no, no.
yeah.
This angle is, see,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
angle is made with this axis, na?
Yeah,
So,
no, sir. I thought you
हाँ,
wrote it opposite. I got it.
हाँ. So angle, if this angle is made with this axis, so this axis will have cos component. Now we can see that, we know that this is 53 degree, this is 4, this is 3, this is 5. We know that sine 53 is how much? 4 by 5. So 20 into 4 by 5, that is 16i, and cos 53 is 3 by 5, that is 12j. So this is the first equation, VB plus VW plus VR. This is your first equation, bachcha. Now, second, the velocity of the boat with its engine on means velocity of boat in still water. There is no river velocity. We are in 0 and blown over by a horizontal. So there will be a velocity of wind. Now this is given as 4 km per hour eastward. So along east, suppose now we have taken this positive x and positive y. So along east, so this is 4i. This is your second equation. Third equation would be and the velocity of boat with its engine on means there will be contribution of velocity of boat engine over the running river. So in this case, we'll have river velocity. But in absence of wind, that is 8 kilometer per hour due south. South is downward, that is towards minus z. This is your third equation. Solve these three equations, you will get the answer. Just first you add these two. First you add 2 and 3. You will get 2 times VB plus VW plus VR, that is 4I minus 8J. And from here, from this equation, you can see VB plus VW plus VR. So 1 VB you can borrow from here. So 1 VB will be left. And this VB plus VW plus VR, we have this thing. Plus 16I plus 12J. That is 4I minus 8J. So from here, we can find VB equal to minus 12I and minus 20G. Now you can see the velocity of the boat in magnitude and direction. So this is the velocity, vector velocity of boat. Now you have to find magnitude and direction over still water in absence of wind. So there is no water flow, there is no wind flow. You can see that this vector is 12 along minus x, 20 along minus z. So magnitude would be under root 12 square plus 20 square, and angle you can find simply very easily, nothing in that. That is 20 upon 12. So this is how you find the angle and magnitude of the vector. I hope you must be having idea of how to find magnitude and vector angle of the vector, right?
Sir,
Direction
can
of the
you
vector.
explain again how you did the VB plus 16I plus 12J?
This one, madam,
Yes, sir.
ma'am, just use this equation. Na? You have VB plus VW plus VR. Na? So VW plus VR you have. Just borrow one VB from here. So one VB will be left. And for that, you just have to substitute this value and then simplify.
Okay.
But now this is very easy question. Velocity of wind. So you just have to find VW. Right? समझ आया सबको अच्छे से? Good. बस मैकेनिज्म समझो, फॉर्मूला कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें, फॉर्मूला याद करोगे तो भूल जाओगे, कल के दिन में भूल जाओगे, मैकेनिज्म समझोगे सारा क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा। नोट करो।
So what is the answer for part B?
Square root of this, that is I think 23 point something.
No, sir, for B, part B.
Part B, you have to calculate, I don't have answer.
Okay, okay. So, and direction, how did you do? You just found theta, sir.
See, suppose you have a vector A, 2i minus 3, just draw the axis. See, 2i plus 2i means I is along positive x-axis. So 2 unit along positive x-axis and 3 unit along negative negative y-axis. So this is 3. So this is suppose resultant vector. So just complete the triangle. So this is 2 and this is 3. So this is 3. So this angle theta. So tan theta is perpendicular upon base. That is how we find angle.
Okay, sir.
हो गया? नोटेड एवरीवन? चले आगे। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, लगाओ दिमाग अपना। बढ़िया क्वेश्चन है। मीन्स परेशानियां, ओह सॉरी, चाइना, इट्स गुड क्वेश्चन। So there is a correction in this question is this point you may be like you may be getting confused which point is the one who reaches the point C. Point C means this is the river. Suppose one man starts from here. So the opposite, just opposite point, this is C. So this is A. So this opposite point is C. This is the correction. Just take 2-3 minutes, not more than that.
Sir, who will win the race का आंसर है?
क्या बोल रहे हो आप लोग?
Yes, sir.
Who will win the race? B जीतेगा.
Yes, sir. Even I got B.
ठीक है. How did you solve it?
डायग्राम बना के
Show me.
पिक्चर भेजू.
WhatsApp पे भेजो. Shaina, you also send. And if I ask you like how much time A will take and how much time B will take, then how?
हाँ सर पता है मुझे.
Yes, sir.
तो सेकंड पार्ट करना है मुझे, वो किया नहीं है अब तक मैंने.
Okay. Let me solve it. देखो, it says that question says that two swimmers start a race. One who reaches the point C first on the other bank wins the race. A makes his strokes in a direction of 37 degrees to the river flow. Okay, this is the river. This is point C. From here they will start. So A will make his stroke in a direction 37 degrees to the river flow. So suppose river is flowing this direction. So with this direction, like A will start. A will start somewhere like this. For at 37 degrees with the flow of river, right now. And with velocity 5 km per hour relative to the water. So this is relative velocity 5 km per hour. B makes his strokes in a direction 37 degree, 127 degree to the river flow with same relative velocity. So this is your 90 and plus 37. So this is again 37 with same relative velocity. River is 100 meter wide. Who will win the race? Now you can see also compute the time taken by A and B to reach the point C. If the speeds of A and B on the ground, so speed of A and B on the ground is also given. See, now you can see A has started from here. You can see that river will also take him to the right side. What is the velocity of river? That is 2 km per hour. Now you can see that river will, so this A has started at this angle, so he will not reach other bank in this direction. He will reach somewhere here. Somewhere here, he will reach over here. Right? This is A dash. Understood? No? Because this river, like the relative velocity of the man respect to river is 5 cos 37 and up in upward direction 5 sin 37. So cos 37 is how much? 4 by 5. That is 4. And plus velocity of river is 2. So 6 km per hour. Now you can see that this A will come over here. And from here, this A will reach to C. That is why velocity of A on ground is given. And B will come over here, somewhere here. B dash. Because here started at this angle. So definitely river will drag him to the right. So he'll come in this direction at some angle theta. Now, and then B will reach over here and then he will run towards C and reach here. Now you have to find total time taken by A and total time taken by B. So total
Sir.
time taken by A means time taken by A to cross the river and then to reach from A dash to C.
So
Now,
one
yes.
question.
Yes.
Is that 5 cos 37 plus 4 equal. What?
No,
What
plus
is
2 na madam. This is the
what?
5 cos 37 plus 2 na, because the velocity of river is 2 na,
Okay.
and 5
Okay.
cos 37 is 4. 4 plus 2
Okay.
is 6.
Okay. Sir.
Now, if I talk about for swimmer A, so now you can see that for A, if I talk about this is C, A will come over here. So this vertical component, that is 5 sine 37. So 5 into 3 by 5. So 3. So this component is responsible to cross the river right now. So time taken is how much to cross the river? That is 100 meter, means everything is in a kilometer. So 0.1 kilometer upon velocity. So this much amount of time will be taken by A to cross the river. Now A will reach over here.
So
And
how
now you have to,
0.1?
because 100 meter is the width, na? Wide river.
Sir, answers are gay. Time
Wait,
of A and B.
wait. So this is the time to cross a river. Now I have to also calculate time taken to cover AC. So for that, I need to find this distance because we have velocity, 8 kilometer per hour. So we need to find this. So this is what? This is your drift. This is your drift. How do you find drift? Suppose this distance is x. So x is how much? X is this horizontal component, velocity, horizontal component of the velocity, 6 into how much time? Time taken to cross the river. That is this much. So this is 0.2 kilometer. So time taken to come from A to C is distance upon 8 kilometer. So total time taken by A is time to cross the river plus time to come from A to C. That is 0.1 by 3 plus 0.2 by 8. So this is the total number of hours. Total number of hours because we have an hour. So now this is, now you can calculate. So this will be like 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 40 into 3600 in second. So this will be 120 into 3600. 30. So this is 210 second total. So time taken by A is 210 second. Note it down. आया बात समझ में सबको? सबने नोट कर लिया? अब सबको समझ में आया? Do the same thing for B. सब लोग B के लिए फाइंडिंग कैलकुलेट टोटल टाइम टेकन बाय B and tell me what would be the drift of B and time taken by B. Do
So would it be 5 cos 53 minus 2 instead of plus 2? Okay.
Yes, yes, because this will be in this direction and the river is in opposite direction. So net would be, but now you can see now. Okay, see. So for this 5, this angle is 37. So this will be 5 cos 37. That is 4 by 5. And this will be 5 sin 37. So this is 3. Right. So net would be 3 minus 2 because the river will try to take it to right, but it has higher velocity. So net would be 1 kilometer per hour. So with 1 kilometer per hour, it will come over here. So it will have some drift. Right now.
So 240 seconds.
For B 240, no, wrong. Let me solve. See, for B, it should be B has two components, vertical 4 and horizontal 1. So time taken by B to cross the river, how much? This distance is 0.1 kilometer upon this velocity, 4. So this much time B will take to cross the river. And now in this time, B will have some drift. So this drift will be suppose Y. So this Y will be because of this velocity into time. So this much is the drift. That is 25 centimeter, right? Now you can see that. So B will come from here to here. So how much time it will take on the ground? That is suppose B over here and C. So BC, that is 25 upon the velocity is 6, but you have to convert this into meter per second. So this is 15 second and this is 100 meter. So 25. Hey, 1 minute, 1 minute.
So why did you convert into centimeters?
And this because I have to find time in second now. So 4 into 5 by 80.
Sir, I didn't understand that 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 part.
This has component 3, 5 sin 37 na. So 5 sin 37 का value कितना होता है? 5 into 3 by 5, 3. So it has 3 kilometer per hour velocity in left direction, but river will drag him to right with 2 kilometer per hour. That is the velocity of river. तो net कितना होगा? 3 minus 2 ना. Upstream
Okay.
जा रहा है.
Yes.
ये हो जाएगा तुमको 100 मीटर. इसको बना दो मीटर per second. Now this will be 5, so 90 second and this 15 seconds. So total time is 19 plus 15. That is 105 seconds. समझ में आया? Understood? Archit, Shaina?
Yes, sir.
So, how did you get 90, sir?
90 see na? Time taken to cross the river by B. So width is 0.1 kilometer. So 0.1 kilometer means 100 meter, right? Upon velocity, that is vertical velocity of B, that is 4. 5 cos 37. 4 you have to, this is 4 kilometer per hour. So convert this into meter per second. Multiply by 5 by 18. Solve it, you will get 90 seconds.
Okay.
Noted guys? हो गया, लिख लिया? तो तुम देख सकते हो कि B takes 105 seconds and A takes 210 seconds to cross the river and then reach to C. So obviously B will be. आयुषी? आयुषी का शक्ल टेंशन में दिख रही है क्यों?
नहीं सर,
टेंशन नहीं है ना?
नहीं.
Good. चलो. Next question. ये लो.
So when they mean 0.30 degrees upstream on the other side, do they mean 30 from opposite or from the same position, sir?
30-degree upstream means in opposite direction. See, river is flowing this. So making angle theta with downstream is like this. And with upstream is like this.
So,
This
so
is
30,
downstream. This is, sorry.
so 30 degrees upstream angle would be
The
below.
boat is to reach at a point 30-degree upstream. See, if like a motor boat starts, right? So this motor boat will reach to this point, right? So this will make 30-degree with upstream, 30-degree with upstream with normal. So this should be 30-degree. So there is a correction in this because a motor boat is to reach at a point 30-degree. A motor boat has to reach at a point. So this is that point, which is up at a point 30-degree upstream on other side of a river. So that angle made with upstream with the normal. So
Understood, sir.
this has to be with normal. Okay, did you understand how to solve this? See, question says that a motor boat is to reach at a point 30-degree upstream on the other side of the river. See, this is the river. This is the normal, right? I mean, at some angle, see, at some angle, this boat will start. But this motor, because the river is also flowing, na? So this motor boat will not reach here in this direction. It will reach somewhere here because of the drag. So this angle would be 30-degree with the normal, 30-degree with the upstream, making 30-degree with the normal with the upstream. This is so now. River flowing with speed 5 meter per second. 5 meter per second is the speed of river. Velocity of motor boat with respect to river, with respect to water is. See, this is the velocity. This is 5 root 3. This is 5 root 3. This is the relative velocity. So driver should steer the boat at an angle. So at what angle driver should start, right? Suppose this angle is theta. So our angle would be, let's say, this angle is theta, right? Now you can see that this man is reaching at this point. So now you can see this is the relative velocity and this is the velocity of river, 5 meter per second. So if you add it vectorially, this vector plus this vector must be this vector. So because if this boat has to reach at this point, so resultant velocity along this line. So by vector addition, this vector plus this vector must be this vector. And resultant velocity is in this direction. So it will directly reach over here. Now you have to find this theta. Right. Now you can see this triangle. So this triangle is this value is 5. This value is 5 root 3. This angle is theta. See, this is 30 degree, right? This is 30 degree. Now, if you see, just draw a line. If this is 30, so this will also be 30. If this is 30, so this will also be 30. And this is 90. So complete angle is 1. So this angle is how much? 120. Now apply the sine rule in a triangle. How do you apply sine rule in a triangle? Suppose this is your triangle A, B, C. This side is A, B, and C. So we have a rule, sine rule, A upon sine A, side length upon sine of opposite angle. A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B. I have already taught in vector, Lemmy's theorem. Archit, C upon sin C. याद नहीं है वो अलग बात है, बट मैं ऑलरेडी पढ़ा चुका हूँ साइन रूल, वेक्टर जो पढ़ा रहा था इंट्रोडक्शन में तब. So side upon sine of opposite angle. See, this is 5. So 5 upon इसकी opposite angle theta है, तो sine of that theta equal to this side 5 root 3 sine of opposite angle. Opposite angle to this side is 120. So sine of 120. So 5 upon sine theta equal to 5 root 3 upon sine 30 is root 3 by 2. This gone, this gone.
सर आंसर ये है
So
ना.
sine theta is half. So theta is 30 degree. So 30 degree up with respect to the line of destination. So this is the line of destination because now we are reaching over here now. So this line is called line of destination. So theta is 30. So upstream के साथ 30 degree with upstream with respect to line of destination from this straight point. Understood?
Sir,
Everyone?
is there a here? How can we use that formula, that tan inverse of, for example, that b sine theta by a plus b cos theta?
Arey, why do you want to complicate that thing? In that way, it will get complicated.
Okay.
Note it down. हो गया सबका, चले आगे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। थोड़ा इजी क्वेश्चन लेता हूँ। नाउ आई एम टेकिंग easier question from Erodo. You will say, oh, easy question from Erodo. See the level. Yes, yes, this is from Erodo. When I joined PACE, IITM Space in Mumbai, when I joined that, so in the beginning, in the first few classes, 1, 2, or 3 classes, I came to know that most of the students were asking, who is this guy? From where? From which planet he has come? I mean, by seeing the complexity of my question, and after first test, everyone's score got improved. Then everyone started loving me. मैं अपना वेबसाइट बनवा रहा हूँ क्लास का, and I what can you suggest the name of my class? Roy's classes. Roy IIT. My surname is Roy, na? So can you suggest a good name? Like no, right now Roy IIT. अरे suggest ना, good name suggest ना, please. क्या बोल रहा है ब्रो?
तो सोच के बताता हूँ।
हाँ हाँ, कुछ बताओ बताओ बताओ। सब लोग बताओ प्लीज।
So I didn't understand the formation of the question. After 1 hour, it turned back, and after some time passed the raft at a distance
See,
from.
question says that a motorboat going downstream. So this is the flow of river. Suppose you downstream means in the direction of flow. So a motorboat will, suppose it has started from O, going downstream, overcame a raft at some point. So suppose at this is the point where it overcame a raft, right? And it went ahead. And after 1 hour, it turned back. After overcoming this raft, it traveled for further 1 hour. Further 1 hour, then it will turn back. Motorboat. It will turn back, and after some time, pass the raft at a distance of 6 kilometers. So they see raft will keep on coming towards left, and after turning back, motor definitely will meet this raft somewhere in the middle. See, this motorboat has overcame the raft, right? So motorboat will go ahead, and raft will also be going in the same direction. So after 1 hour, this motorboat will turn back and meet. Suppose in 1 hour, raft has come from here to here, because motorboat has higher velocity, so motorboat will travel more distance, and raft will travel less distance. Suppose raft has come over here, and up, in the returning journey, this motorboat will meet him here, meet the raft here. So saying that at 6 kilometers from the point A. So this distance is 6 kilometers. So find the flow velocity U, assuming the power of the engine to be constant. So means a motorboat has velocity V that is constant. You have to assume that. there is no sense of assuming extra point. This is the suppose velocity of motor. Okay, so can I solve or you want to try?
So I have one question. Did the boat again see the raft after 1 hour or 1 hour plus sometime?
See, at this wait.
No, so I understood. So I just have a confusion. So
See,
after seeing
okay.
it took 1 hour and then turned, right?
Raft was here, boat was here at point A. Boat has overpassed raft. For the next 1 hour, boat will keep on going. So from here to here, boat has come here, and now here boat will turn back. So raft will also come in 1 hour. Raft will come suppose till here, and after some time, after 1 hour, it will turn back. And after turning back, after some time, it will take another some time to meet the raft. Suppose over here. So suppose velocity of flow is u. So in 1 hour, 1 hour, u kilometer per hour is u kilometer per hour. So in 1 hour, u is the distance that this motor boat will travel. Understood? And suppose raft has also some velocity. Raft, see, raft is just like an object kept on the water surface, right? So raft will have velocity same as. Oh, so no, my bad. Raft will have same velocity same as river. Raft will have same velocity as river, right? And motor boat will have some velocity. So motor boat, suppose this is the velocity of motor boat with respect to river. So it is going downstream. So net velocity will be v plus u. Understood? V plus u. आया बात समझ में? अरे मोटर बोट का मान लो वेलोसिटी आई थी v है और रिवर का वेलोसिटी u है अब डाउन स्ट्रीम जाएंगे तो वेलोसिटी बढ़ जाएगा ना रिवर के फ्लो के डायरेक्शन में तो स्विम करोगे तो ज्यादा स्पीड होगा ना तो v प्लस यू हो गया ना तो
Yes,
ये
sir.
v प्लस यू तो 1 hour में कितना ट्रेवल कर लेगा कितना डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल करेगा v प्लस यू किलोमीटर अब देखो जब ये टर्न करेगा व्हेन इट विल टर्न बैक तो इट विल टेक अनदर t मिनट या t आर सपोज इट विल टेक अनदर t आर to meet him. So suppose in 1 hour, motorboat has come from here to here, and in 1 hour, raft has come from here to here somewhere. And in next year, boat will come from here to here, and raft will come from here to here. Right? And both will meet over here, raft and boat. So raft has finally traveled for 1 plus t hours. So this distance would be how much? U 1 plus t. Correct, na?
So what is T, sir?
See, A is the point where raft and boat was initially. For the 1 hour, next 1 hour, boat will travel. So boat suppose came here. Raft will also travel. So raft has come here after in 1 hour, right? After 1 hour, boat will turn back. So boat suppose for some time boat will travel and boat come here. In the same time, raft will also come over here, na? So that the amount of time taken for boat from here to here. समझा? अरे after 1 hour, boat will turn back. So
Yeah.
after turning back, boat again will travel for some time, na? Then it will meet raft. So that amount after turning back, how much time it takes to reach to raft? That is T R. So this distance is U 1 plus T, and this distance is how much? Now this is a stream. Now it is going upstream. So net speed would be V minus
Sir,
U.
V minus U into T, na?
V minus U into T from here to here. So this would be the total distance. That is V plus U. And one more thing. This is 6 kilometer.
So for the
Yeah.
initial speed, wouldn't it be U plus V? U plus V into 1 plus T.
Yeah, I took na, V plus U. So in 1 hour, boat will travel speed into time. So V plus U
sir.
into 1.
Oh, okay, fine.
Now it is saying that 6 kilometer from point A. So this distance is 6 kilometer. So this distance would be U 1 plus T. U 1 plus T equal to 6 kilometer. So from here you can eliminate what you have to find U now. You have to eliminate T. So that is 1 plus T equal to 6 by U. So T is 6 by U minus 1. So in this equation you can put U into 1 plus T, that is 6 plus V minus U. But we do not require V now. V we have to remove now. And this T, for this T, we have to put 6 by U minus 1. That is equal to V plus U.
Sir, distance should be V plus U into T, right?
No. V plus U into T, but that T is 1 hour, na?
T is okay, yes.
सॉल्व नहीं हो रहा है यू कट जाना चाहिए ना यू कटा
So,
नहीं ना
sir, you have to
हाँ
equal the times, sir, the distance each of them moved. So,
I did na see na I did na in 1 hour it boat will travel v plus u in 1 hour this raft will also come some distance and in another t hours so 1 plus t into u plus from here to here boat will travel v minus u into t and then this should be equal to sum of this should be equal to this and this distance must be like and after some time pass the raft at a distance 6 kilometer from the point A. So this
sir,
distance is 6
in,
kilometer.
so is V the velocity of the boat?
Yes.
So then we can write it as
You can see one thing. These two are the equations we got. From here, in this equation, we can see that ut and ut gone. So if you solve it, u plus vt is v plus u. U gone, v gone. So t equal to 1. T equal to 1 hour we got. So for another 1 hour, this motorboat has to travel back so that it will meet this raft. So u is u into 1 plus 1 into 6. So u is 3 kilometer per hour. Simple, so simple.
so can you explain it again?
Huh?
Can you explain it again, sir?
See now, just looking at this equation, I observed that this ut, if you multiply this ut will cancel. So from here v cancel, ut will cancel. So vt is v cancel. So t equal to 1. So we can see that after turning back, for another 1 hour, boat has to travel back. Then only it will meet raft. ना, समझ लो सब लोग, समझने में दिक्कत हो रही है, फिर से एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ, फिर से करूँ आयुषी, नहीं समझा
नहीं सर,
बिल्कुल भी?
समझ में आ गया।
अर्चित समझा?
सर एक बार वापस रिपीट कर दो।
अच्छा वापस रिपीट कर देता हूँ, मेरी बात सुनो। मैं हिंदी बोलता हूँ पूरा पूरा। देखो एक पॉइंट ए है जहां पे राफ्ट भी है और इधर बोट भी है, दोनों एक दूसरे को क्रॉस करता है। बोट जो है ना राफ्ट को क्रॉस करता है, कहता है कि बोट 1 आवर के लिए चलेगा। तो मान लो बोट जो है 1 आवर में यहां आ गया, 1 आवर में बोट यहां आ गया। राफ्ट जो है ना वो एक ऑब्जेक्ट होता है जो कि पानी पे रखा होता है, वो धीरे 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 चलता रहेगा। तो उस 1 आवर में राफ्ट मान लो कि यहाँ आ गया, तो एक 1 आवर, 1 घंटे में जो बोट आगे बढ़ के गया है, तो इन दैट 1 आवर राफ्ट विल ऑल्सो ट्रेवल 1 घंटे के लिए। तो मान लो उस 1 घंटे में राफ्ट यहाँ से यहाँ आया, यहाँ से मोटर बैक, तो मोटर बोट बैक हुआ, टर्न किया। कह रहा है कि इसने टी टाइम के लिए मान लो मोटर बोट जो है कुछ देर के बाद राफ्ट को मिलता है, तो कुछ देर टर्न करने के बाद मान लो कुछ देर के लिए मोटर बोट चला, तो मोटर बोट यहाँ आ गया, तो राफ्ट भी तो चलेगा उतना देर के लिए। अरे जब मोटर बोट टर्न हुआ तो कुछ देर चला पीछे, तो जितना देर मोटर बोट पीछे चला उतना देर राफ्ट भी तो आगे चलेगा। तो मान लो टी आर जो मोटर बोट पीछे चला, तो ये अगले टी आर में मान लो कि राफ्ट यहाँ आ गया, तो टोटल कितना टाइम चला राफ्ट? 1 + t। 1 आवर तो राफ्ट यहाँ से यहाँ चला था, 1 आवर यहाँ चला था, और टी आर में ये राफ्ट यहाँ से यहाँ चला था। समझ में आया बात?
यस सर।
तो ये डिस्टेंस कितना हुआ राफ्ट के कारण? राफ्ट का जो मान लो कि राफ्ट जो रिवर का जो वेलोसिटी है वो u है, और मोटर बोट का जो वेलोसिटी है वो v है। तो मोटर बोट जब रिवर के फ्लो में जाएगा तो डाउन स्ट्रीम हो गया, तो बोट का स्पीड बढ़ जाएगा, v + u हो जाएगा। तो v + u स्पीड से 1 आवर में ये मोटर बोट कितना चलेगा? v + u × 1। तो ये पूरा डिस्टेंस क्या हुआ एसीबी में? स्पीड इंटू टाइम।
यस सर।
अब 1 + t टाइम में ये राफ्ट कितना चला, यहां से लेकर के यहां तक राफ्ट कितना चला? राफ्ट का स्पीड u × 1 + t। और उस t टाइम में ये मोटर बोट कितना चलेगा? अब मोटर बोट टर्न हो गया है, अब मोटर बोट फ्लो के डायरेक्शन में नहीं जा रहा है, फ्लो के डायरेक्शन के ऑपोजिट में जा रहा है, अप स्ट्रीम। तो मोटर बोट का स्पीड हो जाएगा v - u और इंटू इतना टाइम। तो ये डिस्टेंस प्लस ये डिस्टेंस इक्वल टू टोटल डिस्टेंस। तो u 1 + t plus v minus u into t, that is equal to v plus u. u plus vt equal to v plus u. तो vt equal to v, तो t equal to 1 आवर। मतलब टर्न करने के बाद मोटर बोट को 1 घंटा और चलना पड़ेगा पीछे, तब जाके राफ्ट को मिलेगा। कह रहा है कि जहां पे ये राफ्ट को मिलता है ना वो 6 किलोमीटर अवे है, कहां से? पॉइंट ए से। तो ये जो डिस्टेंस है ना एक्चुअली 6 किलोमीटर हुआ यहाँ पे मिला था। तो u 1 + t = 6 किलोमीटर, और t हमारा 1 आवर है, पुट कर देंगे यहाँ पे। तो जो हमारा फ्लो वेलोसिटी है वो 3 किलोमीटर/आवर हो गया। बोलो अभी आया बात समझ में?
यस सर।
रिवाइज कर लेना अगले क्लास में। इन नेक्स्ट क्लास वील हैव सिमिलर क्वेश्चंस। We'll do some good questions and then we'll move to wind. We'll see a wind problem. Wind problem is similar to river problem. So in next class we'll have totally like a good question. So revise kar lena, revise this today's class properly.
Yes, sir.
And tomorrow we'll have chemistry, atomic structure. जिसके जिसके चेहरे पे टेंशन दिख रहा है, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, करते रहो, लगे रहो, होएगा। टफ क्वेश्चन है ये, तुम देखो अब लोग फिटजी में पढ़ता है ना, अब लोग करवाते हैं क्या क्लास में ऐसा क्वेश्चन?
यूरोडॉफ के हमारे पैकेज में है सब।
पैकेज में नहीं है उससे नहीं मतलब, सारे हर एक कोचिंग के पैकेज में होता है, करवाते हैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ।
हाँ करवाया, मतलब आपने जो मुझे वो 7 सम भेजे थे ना, उसमें से स्कूल में करवाए थे कुछ।
वो एरोडोप के नहीं थे?
हाँ पर टफ थे ना वो।
हाँ टफ थे, तो करवाते हैं ना क्लास में।
हाँ हाँ।
गुड, बढ़िया है। चलो फिर मिलते हैं कल.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye,
Bye
sir.
bye. Bye bye.